Hello, my Sagittarian Divine Feminines. How are you? I promised when I did the Divine Masculine readings that I would do some Divine Feminine readings, so here you go. We are going to be looking at Sagittarius Divine Feminines, and that is Sun, Moon, Rising for January. So it's kind of late in the month, but this could be for the back half of January and flowing over a little bit into February. So let's just keep our eye on the prize there. So this is about, the reading is going to be similar. We're going to do the 3, 3, and 3 again. And I modified it. So 3, 3, and 3. So 3 for you, 3 for your Divine Masculine, and then 3 for the relationship or the connection. Because some of you are not in the same place, right? Some of you are connected in 5D. Some of you are, I believe, most of the twin flames have met. Or are meeting right now. So in the extended read, what we're going to do, forgive me for looking at my notes, we are going to do, for you, lessons, blocks, and actions you can take. For your Divine Masculine, we're going to do messages for you, okay, from them to you. And then in the connection line, we're going to do how things play out. And then we'll get some guidance from the universe. And we'll also invite in our special guest star, Archangel Michael, who keeps us all protected, healthy, and happy. And abundant. P.S. And abundant. Okay? So that's the new reading. I'm going to have a cat cry to get out, and I'm really going to be upset about that. Please don't cry, Ellie. Okay, I'll let her out in a second. All right, so here we go. I'm using the Mythic deck today. I haven't used this. It's one of my favorite decks. It's just a little big. I mean, I must have like the teeniest hands or something. Like I can't, shuffle. I can't do the this kind of thing. Like, when you shuffle like this, it's just so big, right? So I have a little trouble with that, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. All right, so here we go. So Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising for January. All right, on the bottom, 10 of Wands. A little overburdened. Got a lot going on. In the divine partnership context, this could be that you're doing all the work. What a shock, right? What a shock. The woman doing all the work? Oh my goodness. I can't imagine. Okay, so here you are. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh, you're so sweet and wonderful and beautiful, as always. Okay, so get this. Empress, 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups. So again, not a surprise. You are in the connection. You are firmly implanted in the connection. You know that you are, obviously if you're watching this video, you know you have a connection. It has manifested in the 5D, probably in the 3D as well. Because this deck is really cool because it's each of the suits are a mythic. So Eros and Psyche are the cups, right? Eros and Psyche. So the myth of Eros and Psyche that he came to her as an angel and then made love to her every night, and then one night she got curious and turned on a candle. She could never see him. He was an angel, and he disappeared. That's the 5 of Cups when he ran away from her. 6 of Cups, she's waiting for him to come back. So this is about, someone coming back from the past. And then 8 of Cups, walking away. And then 9 of Cups, happy reconnection. So the waiting is nearly over. That's really beautiful. And the Empress, you are in the creation. So it is, it's 9 months to birth. This is Demeter and Persephone. This is the myth of Demeter and Persephone, and Demeter gives birth to Persephone. She's the high priestess in the deck, and the high priestess goes into the underworld to marry the devil. There's something about a pomegranate here. I've forgotten my English literature history of the myths, but he lets Persephone come up for 6 months of the year, and that's why we have summer, right? So this is her mother, Demeter. And so the connection is in its incubation phase, right? It's in This is a fertile time. She's ready to give birth. She's almost ready to give birth. She looks like she's ready. And so it's nearly coming to fruition, right? It's not just about the creative process internally of her, building a child. It's internally you have been birthing this connection. Hence, doing all the work, because it's really hard to let someone else into your body to do the work of building a baby, right? You kind of have to do it yourself. You kind of have to birth this connection yourself. So you have been doing the work of that. And it is going to pay off in this 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, really beautiful soulmate, 6 of Cups, soulmate connection. Now your guy is a little less tuned in. I know that's no surprise to the Divine Feminines watching this video. I mean, I say it like, oh, some kind of big proclamation, like, hey, your guy may not be as tuned in as you. And it's been my experience and all the twin flames I've come in contact with, and I have come in contact with quite a few. I myself didn't even realize the twin flame connection until early last year. I'm sort of a late bloomer, as they say. And so happily, I'm right with you, right? I just, crammed for the exam, as it were. So here we are in Demeter, ready to give birth. Your guy, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, he's fighting it. He's fighting it. He doesn't understand. These are both thoughts, right? These are both thoughts. And in this, I forget which one of the myths, I'll have to look at my book, but this is sort of like someone mansplaining. He's doing it to himself, though. This is not him doing it to you. This is him doing it to himself, to his younger self, right? Like his logical mind is saying, this can't be real. What are you talking about? This whole like divine feminine, divine masculine thing. That's crazy, right? Because we're in such a logic-based world that the spirituality, the only, the fastest growing religion in the United States is Wicca. Little fun fact for you. And all kinds of non-traditional religious and spiritual practices. And even some more traditional ones like Buddhism and things like that are really growing. The traditional religions are not as growing as fast for some odd reason. So I won't touch that. So 7 of Swords, this is like thief energy, sort of in the night, right? So a lot of your communication could take place in the night. There could be a lot of, because he's telling himself in the daylight, I don't believe this. But then in the night, he's like, well, maybe it's true, right? And he just needs a sign from the universe that it's real, okay? You are real, and you're happy to tell him. But as I say, and my mother used to say all the time, the truth cannot be told. It must be realized. So, I view myself, one of my lessons in this life is about my voice, about speaking my truth. And you can't really force a truth on another person if they're not ready to hear it, right? So we all know this. We all know this. So the universe is he's in some kind of way that doesn't like interfere with his daytime routine. I believe it's like a dreamscape. Okay, this is like a dream. He's communicating with you in the 5D, communicating with his higher self, really sort of like, is this real? Is this real? And how will I know it's real? Like, I need a sign or something like that. And he's kind of, I don't think he really wants you to be doing all the work. I don't think that's it. It's not about like, let her do it. It's not that. It's just this fight he's having within himself. Is this real? And then the universe is going to give him Ace of Pentacles. A very earthy, new opportunity engaging with you in an important way. That it's like, he's going to be offered a sign from the universe in an earth-based way. Okay? So it's not a sword. It's not going to be a thought. It's going to be a tangible thing. And he is also going to turn around and, like throw the earth thing to you. So sort of like a, hey, I get it. Like yes, I see. This is real. Okay? So if you have been sort of on your own, doing your own thing, building the thing, right? You're just focusing on building what you need to do, focusing on yourself, focusing on healing and mending the connection and doing the things you do. He's going to, this month, because we're asking about January to February, he's going to be like, aha. And then you'll get a sign from him, like a tangible thing. Like, hey, why don't we hang out? Or why don't we spend some time together? Or why don't we do something together? I want, it's an offer of something tangible. And time is tangible to the pentacles. So if you're a guy, it could be an air sign, it could be a pentacle. I mean, really, we're talking about the divine masculine. Your divine masculine, most men, because they're struggling with this connection, right? They have to see it to believe it. You don't. You can't see the baby as it's being built, but you know it's being built, right? It's being built inside you. You can't really see it. You can't see carrots under the dirt either, under the ground either. And you don't pull them up every day to see if they're being grown. You just allow it to grow. This is sort of like, well, yeah, I know. And this is like the pentacle that's in her belly, right? This is, wow. This is like the thing that's in her belly. This is the relationship. And he's like, yeah, okay. So the universe is going to give him a sign, and then he's going to give you a sign, all right? So the relationship, here's what happens then. The knights, 2 knights coming in. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So these are messengers, right? So he could be offering you something tangible, like I just said about this Ace of Pentacles, because there's the pentacle again. And, frankly, going a little slow about it. But there's also this passion. There's passion behind it. So the earthy thing he could be offering you is sex. The earthy thing he could be offering you is doing something together in the physical, right? Doing something together in the physical to manifest the connection in the divine masculine way, right? So the divine masculine is struggling with the earth-based and the spiritual and how to mend those two things. So it's not over. It's not like they're gonna like do this and then they'll freak out a little bit, because once they come to the place of, yes, it's real, and the universe says to them, it's real, right? And it's like they can't deny it. They're going to freak out a little bit, because they're going to go back to this crap. A little bit. All right. Just a little bit. They're going to go back to this. It's not real. Yes, it is. In dreamscape, right? In the night. They're going to go back to that. So in the extended, refer to my notes. We're going to talk to you. We're going to get some cards on lessons for you, blocks and healing things you need to do, actions you need to take, or inaction. The card could sometimes be inaction. Messages from the divine masculine to you. Okay? What does the divine masculine want you to know? And then how things play out. And of course, we will ask the universe to chime in and Archangel Michael to give us an oracle card. So that will be in the extended. So I will see you there. All right. Demeter. I'll see you over there.